Hey. I'm dropping my head. Hey, I'm sorry I am late, but literally my internet was just acting a fool, but now it's letting me in. But I'm going to have to go onto my laptop, which has a darker screen that I can't scroll. But I'm gonna go on there so that nobody calls my phone and I am interrupted because I am not putting my phone on do not disturb, honey. But I don't want to be disturbed right now. How you doing, Dana? How you doing, sis Susan? Susan, how you doing, Mama? And how you doing? How you doing, Crazy Cat Mama? How you doing? I am so ready, but I am actually coming in on my computer right now. So give me 1 second. Technology doesn't care. It just yeah. Sometimes it's a Marshall sale. Sorry, guys. Here we go, guys. I'm here. I am here. I am here. I am here. Okay, guys. I'm so sorry about that, but technology doesn't care about a review. How are you guys doing? Hey, Dan. How you doing? How you doing? Yes. 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 Thank you for the love and the prayers. Okay, guys. So today we are here for House of Villains. We are here for season 1, episode 8. Oh my God. I felt like I should have an OMG moment for the show. Oh my God. So let's get it cracking and let's start off where we left off in episode 7. So in episode 7, Bobby teamed too much. He gave us Bobby. And Bobby put Shake up because Shake can't dress, according to Bobby. He put Bananas up, even though he promised Fair Play that he would use Fair Play's list, but he didn't because they're villains. They're villains. I'm not mad at Bobby. He's a villain. I don't need villains. Don't tell me I got a house of villains and then give me a house of saints. I don't want it. When I want the house of saints, I watch Mother Teresa and them. Don't give me villains. So he put that, and then Bobby gave us a twist of Team Too Much, and he put himself up. And last week I told you all that I felt like that was a recipe for disaster. I couldn't believe he did it. But anyway, it's a house of villains. They do, Villains seem to believe that they're untouchable, that they're above the law, that they're above approach. So Bobby put himself up. So we start from there. So when they come back into the house, Bobby gives a speech to let everybody know that they can kiss his whole entire arse. And he lets them know that he trusts no one. And here's the funny thing. When Bobby was talking crap, he was like, you, and you. That's 4 people. But yet he keeps telling us he's here for the ladies. It's 3 ladies. So, and it's 4 guys, 1 being Bobby. So I was trying to figure out what 4 he was talking about. But anyway, so they go on about, talking with each other. Shake tries to go to Omarosa, because remember, he's one of the people on the list because he's always on the list. Corinne is gone. He is our new Susan Lucci because he's been up there as much as Corinne. So Shake is on the line again. He comes to Omarosa and he decides he's going to try to make an alliance with Omarosa. And when he goes, Omarosa's like, if you don't sit down, like, I don't want an alliance with you. Like, I'd rather challenge Bobby. He's like, Bobby will get you. They'll all get you because it's only one winner. Stop acting like it's a group effort. It's not. You use the group to get yourself to the end. But other than that, no. But anyway, so he shoots his shot. They're like, Fair Play is running around there. Let me tell you something. I see there's a spirit inside that house, a spirit of saints, a spirit of depression. Because Fair Play said, you know what? Corinne is not here. Let me be the one to hang my head down low. Let me be the one to walk, It's like walking without you. They like, Fair Play, you want something to eat? He's like, no, I just don't have an appetite. Rosa, like, I got cookies. Cookies make you happy. I said, honey, nothing is going to make him happy because, oh my goodness, fair play. Where you made your biggest mistake was you trusted Bobby. Bobby been lying through them porcelain teeth since he got there. Sorry, y'all, the darkness really bothers me on here. But Bobby's been lying through those porcelain teeth since he got here. So he's moping upstairs to the room he shares with Bobby. And he goes, and now he knows. He says it in the confessional. He lets us know. He says, Wade, I know that now I'm a target. Of course you are. Of course you are. And you're a big target because in the house of villains, you're not thinking like a villain. You're thinking like, I want to please everybody. I want friends. I'm lonely. And that's how you're walking around the house too. I'm buffering. Can you guys hear me? Oh my goodness. Tell me you can hear me. Tell me you all can hear me, because if not, I'm going to have to start this live over and do it from my phone. Hey, Heidi, can you all hear me? Clearly. Like, can you hear me clearly? If not, I'm going to have to stop the live and start this all the way over. Someone let me know fast because I'm about to end it, because I don't even need a live that has me talking about this forever. Okay, thanks, Heidi. But yeah, so I don't even know where I left. I'm sorry. But Bobby, so they're in the house. Fair Play is going up to the room. He goes up to the room, and Bobby lets him know, like, hey, I hate that I had to betray you, but I have to do what's best for me. I have to look out for me. And then before he does that, he goes to women, Bobby, and lets them know, remember, ladies, I'm doing this for you. I didn't put you up. But he's really telling that to Omarosa and to Anfisa. Like, hey guys, I didn't throw you up. I promised I wouldn't. I didn't. So, we're good. He's telling Fair Play, like, hey, and Fair Play has this look like, well, maybe I should have looked out for me. You should have. It's a house of villains. The reason why I just don't get, Jane, how you doing? Oh, wait, Jane, I can shut up. Thank you. But it's a house of villains. So in a house of villains, it's like, why would you not be thinking about yourself? Why would you not be looking out for you? Why would you not care? You know what I mean? Why would you be so looking out for somebody else? It's only one winner. It's only one winner. So they go on, they have the Big Bad Wolf, how you doing? Cranky, how you doing? They have their challenge, and the challenge where the people who are in the bottom, that they have to go against each other. So they go into their challenge. It's Bobby, it's Shake, and it's Bananas. They go into the challenge, and the challenge is to take these pictures and put something to it. So it's like, take a picture, basically make memes. And now Bananas tells us at the beginning, oh, wait a minute, I Google my Instagram things to say, because I'm not that person. I got good jokes and all that. But to me, doing that is somebody who has good jokes. So they go ahead into the challenge. Bobby's like, oh, I got this one because I'm good at this. Breezier, how you doing? So Bobby's like, I got this one. I got it. You know what I mean? I got jokes, and Shake is just Shake. So they go on. They're doing a challenge. Bananas wins the first two. He gets the first two. He's hilarious with them, because the people who the other people in the house, they're the ones who vote, but they don't know who said what. So they're just voting off what they found funny. So the first two, Bananas wins, and the next two, Bobby wins. So now it's 2, 2, and 0 for Shake. The next two, Shake wins. So now it's 2, 2, and 2. So the last one is very important. Last one, Bananas wins. So when Bananas wins, Bobby gives us Bobby. Bobby gives us, I am reaching for a spinoff show. Bobby gives us, I know these will be nice, and in the these will definitely be parts they edit into the show. And we know it because while Bobby at the end, Bobby's gonna do something. Joel is gonna literally say, Bobby, wait, the cameras aren't in here. because he knows, like, wait, Bobby, this is a camera moment and we need to catch it. So they're having, so after the challenge, Bobby comes outside. He's telling Tanisha, like, you guys are so stupid because you didn't know who to pick. They wouldn't know who to pick. They don't know who wrote what. So they picked what they found funny. You know what I mean? Because if they would have told them who wrote what, they would have just voted for their friend. So he's telling Tanisha that, and why he's telling him that, Bobby noticed that, wait a minute, is Banana smoking a cigarette? So I'm going to tell him, oh my God, you're going to sit there and smoke a cigarette after I lose? Oh, I forgot. He told Shake, you're just a dummy because you didn't win. Wait, you didn't win. You should have won. You put yourself on the chopping block, Bobby. No one put you there. You put yourself there. Yes, Bobby was performing for us. He was giving us Gone with the Wind Fabulous. He was giving us everything you want. He was giving us entertainment. He was giving us Eye on the Tiger. He was giving us all of that. He was giving us, please give him a spinoff. Please, somebody, anybody, any network. Who's open? Who's open? Netflix, do you have a slot? Somebody give him a show, please, and call it Bobby Likes. Whatever Bobby likes, call it that. So he snatches the cigarette, puts the cigarette in his mouth. Now, first of all, if smoking tobacco is bad, I know getting that in your mouth and maybe swallowing some of it has to be terrible. So he gives us this drama. I'm like, oh my God, you're so dramatic. Then they go back to the house, and basically the villains start doing the villain two-step. We'll call it the villain slide, like the electric slide. We'll call it the villain slide. Not the Cupid shuffle, but the villain slide. They all start doing the villain slide. So the next thing you know, they're looking to see who can we get out. So you got Bobby up and you have Shake up, because remember, Bananas won. So he's safe from elimination. So they start doing the villain steps. So Fair Play is in the room with Anfisa and Omarosa. And while he's in the room, he's making it like, yes, of course I'll vote for Shake. Why wouldn't I? Bobby was way too confident. And you know what that'll do to you sometimes. Yeah, but I said it last week. In a game like this, it's $20K in cash. These people want it, and they need it, and they want it, and they gonna have it. So, and some of them don't need it. But anyway, so there, and see, now in this episode, there's something that Bananas is gonna say that I think later is gonna hunt him, but we'll get to that. So so they're in the house and everybody's starting to, see who's gonna do what. We have Fair Play in the room saying, yes, of course I'm gonna vote for Shake to go home. Of course, I don't like Shake, blasey, bleezy, blee. Then Fair Play, the same Fair Play, is going over to them like, hey, basically, what can I do? I'm so sorry. I just want to prove it. So Bananas tells Tanisha, because Bananas and Tanisha have a real friendship. And then, like I told you, everybody loves Bananas in their own way. Omarosa does, Anfisa does, Fair Play does, Shake does, Tanisha does. So he has an advantage in the house. Liz, how you doing, sis? Corn's mom, how you doing, sis? You know I see you. And so, happy birthday! It's your birthday. We got to pause for the cause. Happy birthday, sister. Happy birthday. Happy trip around the sun. Happy New Year. Happy birthday, sis. For real. It's a new year every time your birthday comes. That's to all of us. So happy New Year, sis. How you doing? But so they're all starting to do their villain two-step. And so Bananas, Fair Play, and Tanisha have a talk with each other. And while they have this talk with each other, he's telling Tanisha, like, hey, before Fair Play comes, he's telling them, like, hey, look, I need you and Fair Play to squash your stuff. She's saying, I don't trust Fair Play. I don't know why y'all trust him. I don't know why you trusted him for the vote. And Bananas is letting her know, like, hey, look, he feels bad about the fact that Bobby switched up on him. So he's going to do anything, basically, to be in good graces. So we need him, because otherwise it's going to shift the vote. Because if Bobby stays and we send home Shake, then it's just me and you. And Fair Play is going to ride with them because they're the numbers, the majority. So Tanisha has this talk with them. They decide, hey, look, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and pretend with them like I'm with them, meaning Fair Fair Play is going to pretend like he's with Omarosa and he's with Anfisa, but really he's kissing Johnny and them ass, Banana's ass. So they like, everybody will know, and Fair Play says it, everybody will know at the end that it was my vote, you know what I mean, that switches it, but really it's not going to be your vote, it's Tanisha's vote. Tanisha's that vote they really need to stick with either side, because if she does, it will change the game. Jill's comfort zone, how you doing, Queen? And so Tanisha is saying, I don't know, because I love Bobby. You know, Bobby is my friend. I didn't know he would become such a cool person with me. And Fair Play, I don't really trust him. But it's really Shake, because she has to make amends with Fair Play. But Shake comes to Tanisha, and he's smart. He doesn't come to her like he comes to Omarosa. And when she's talking, Tanisha tells her, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep it real with you. I'm not gonna hold you. When somebody says I'm not gonna hold you, that means they're about to give it to you raw. They're about to give it to you real. They're about to give it to you with no filters. There's no sugarcoating this shit. So she tells him, like, hey, you really haven't been that much. I don't really trust you. You know what I'm saying? And the truth is, as far as I'm concerned, you out the door, because Bobby gonna stay. And he tells her, he says, wait a minute, Tanisha, if you pick me, I'll take Omarosa down if I come in. I'll take down those. I'm with you and I'll owe you something. And she said, She said, I can't lie. Shake is giving me an offer I might not be able to refuse. I said, girl, you gave him the offer. Because he tried to come at you like he came at Omarosa and you said, slow up, son. I'm not going to hold you. And he realized, wait a minute, I got to do more than just that BS. So when they, so after that, so here's where Johnny says something I think gonna hurt him later. So Johnny's in the kitchen with Omarosa, and he tells Omarosa, yeah, I got a challenge in like less than a month. I mean, I got a job in like less than a month to get into after this. And which means, because he said less than a month. So remember, we're only on episode 8 they're showing us. So they still have, at this time, it's still 7 people now. So we know that he's going to end up filming together, both shows. So either he's going home or he's filming both shows. But that show he's talking about is the Real World Challenge that started, I believe, 2 weeks after. Somewhere it started after this did, as far as it airing. So when he said it to Omarosa, I said, oh, he's talking about that Real World Challenge that's coming up. The one that's on right now. He's talking about that. And of course he is, because we know he's going to be on there. But I thought that's going to hold him, because people going to know, regardless if he win or lose on here, he's taking a chance to go win somewhere else right after this. The rest of the people aren't going to another challenge that has a money grand prize. So I said, that might hurt you, Johnny. That might hurt you, but I'm still hollering Team Johnny to the end. I really am. Do I have some runner-ups? Yes. But for me, it's Team Johnny still. But anyway, so they go on. They go to the elimination round. And when they get to the elimination round, Bobby comes in. And as soon as Bobby's walking in, all I think is, wait a minute. If Bobby's on the chopping block, who gonna sit in the chair? Because he's the person who pushed the button, I thought. Well, Joel said, let me fill that in. But anyway, Bobby comes out, y'all. And now he doesn't have on an outfit as great as he did last week. But Bobby comes up in there, y'all, and Bobby spins in circles so much that at first when he started spinning, all I could think of was Kenya Moore. And I said, he is a twirling for success. He is just twirling, 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 twirling. And after the third twirl, I said, Bobby, twirl one more time. I can't look because I'm getting dizzy. And Bobby twirled and twirled and twirled and twirled. Y'all, Bobby twirled at least 8 times, honey, before he sat down. And when he sat down, he had the nerve to say, I'm dizzy. I said, so is the whole nation. Everybody who watched is dizzy, because I'm dizzy as hell, and I stopped looking at the 4th twirl. So Bobby twirls into his chair for 3 seconds because he has to go get up there on a chopping block. He gets on a chopping block. Shakes gets up there. They get buckled into their seatbelt. But hold on, y'all, because I got to say it. So when he tells Shake after Bobby twirls, then sits down, then gets up and goes over there to get tied into the chair. When Shake goes to come down, Joel, the host, says, come on, Luther Vandross. And I said, it's funny. You called him Luther Vandross, and it's funny. It is. I laughed. I chuckled. I did when he called him Luther Vandross. But, honey, he was giving me He was giving me Nino Brown, honey. I kid you not, all he needed was a dog on Rottweiler. And I would have been like, Nino Brown, come and tell us how it's, you know, I said, why does he have on this turtleneck, a chain, and these black pants? And then I'm gonna tell y'all something. When Shake stand like he in a gang meeting, and anybody in the gang gonna understand. Just check out his hands when he's standing. But what I learned is even when somebody not in the gang, they standing there with confidence like that. They standing there, standing on it. But anyway, Shake came up looking like Nino Brown / Luther Vandross, and then Bobby said he does look like Luther Vandross. He walking up slow and decrepit and basically all this. I said, wait a minute, Luther ain't even alive. Luther gone. So he ain't walking shit like Luther. And I ain't never seen Luther walk decrepit or slow. So I ain't know what that meant. But Bobby has a lot of jokes and a lot of one-liners. And some of them land and some of them, they kind of are like spaceships. They way above mine. I just can't catch them. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, so they go ahead and do the vote. So when Fisa, when they show her doing her vote, she lets us know, you already know it's Shake all day. Oh, because I forgot, Shake went to do a plea to everybody. And when he went to do a plea to everybody before the elimination, Shake was telling people to shut up. He told Fair Play to shut up. And Fisa walked up and was like, hey, Shake. He was like, shut up. I don't even want to hear you shut up. And so I was like, oh, that's not what you do. Then he was in his room. And at first he was giving a speech. And I said, wait, he dissing everybody. He said, all of you are. I said, wait a minute, he dissing everybody. He going home. But then he fixed that speech up. And he basically let us know, like, yeah, Bobby can cook. Bobby's fashion is off the chain as far as runway. But Bobby is messy. He lined with porcelain teeth. He ain't own nothing. So when they vote, and Fisa votes for Shake, Omarosa votes for Shake, and oh, she does. And I feel like he treats Anfisa like trash because Anfisa's giving him no real play. And the only time she's been flirty was that the times where she was on a thing and she wanted his vote. So I feel like that's why he treats Anfisa like trash. But, and another thing about Shake, is it me or does Shake give y'all Kumar vibes? I'm like, I don't want to, call him for the wrong nationality, but I do think some of the men, especially when they have his height and stuff from India, are so attractive. Where is Shake from? Because I don't know who Shake is. But anyway, he's attractive to me in a weird way. Not like I want to get up with him, but just like, I don't know. But anyway, we're going to get off that. Don't tell Shake I said it. So, Anfisa and Omarosa vote for Shake. We knew they were going to do that. Fair Play votes for Bobby. And of course, we already know Bananas is voting for Bobby. So right now we're at 2-2. Tanisha comes in and she's tossed up. She doesn't know. She doesn't know she should be loyal to her friend. She should give Shake a chance because she knows Shake will ride with her in this game. You know what I'm saying? So she goes ahead and vote. We don't know who she voted for. And they go out. And then Joel tries to trick us and Joel goes to sit in that seat and tells us that, hey, I got a clause in my contract that says if I get to touch this button, I get $500 extra. So I'm with it. So he's in the chair. And before he gets in the chair, he tells us, oh, we're going to get the answers next week. I say, they better not. They better not go back to what they were doing the first 2 episodes on me because I'm going to lose it. My patience can't have it. I need to know tonight. And then he said, I'm just playing. But anyway, it's Bobby. I told y'all Bobby was going home. I knew it when he put himself on that damn thing that Bobby was going home. And so Bobby is the one they sent home. And of course, he said, Bobby, you going home? Bobby said, I'm going shopping. I said, I heard that, Bobby. They better act like this wasn't part of your life. It ain't your life. You got to understand that. There's many moving pieces to life. And everything is not one thing. And Bobby said, honey, I'm going shopping. I said, Bobby, that's the best one-liner you've given this whole season. I was living for that moment when he said it. Then they flipped him to the wall like everybody else. Yes, they are very attractive and very arrogant too. And no disrespect, they are. Mhm. But once again, we have to remember that in some of those countries, women don't have what we have here in America, and that's a mouth. We are able to use it. We are the thing. And I believe that all around the world. But in some countries, they be like, you better sit your. But even in here, in our country, in my country, women are the bottom, no matter what they seem to think they are. They put us last. They forget what we do and go through. They forget that we are the ones that that bear the bodies that are called humans, that are earth. On earth, we are. It is us, but that's a whole nother story, y'all. Don't get me started. See you tomorrow, sis. Happy birthday. Sagittarius in the building. Hmm. Yeah, he lied. Right to her face. So then they show us Tanisha. I forgot that they show us Tanisha deciding. Well, we know she did. We know that Tanisha decided it was Bobby she was gonna send home because Bobby went home. So we know it because we know how many people voted 5. So it's gonna be a 3-2 or a 4-1 or whatever. But we know that somebody switched and had to be one of the ladies because if all 3 women voted for for Shake, Shake would be home. So they're gonna know automatically one of, and then Bobby in his speech, he said it. He said, I did this for the ladies. So automatically he was so confident all 3 women were gonna vote for him. But baby, it's only one winner, Bobby. So unless they saying I want you to win, you gotta know that as we get toward the bottom, like right now, we're gonna be in the bottom, what are we at, bottom 5? But yeah, it's gonna get cutthroat. And we see it because on the clips for next week, they show us where Tanisha's questioning Shake. I mean, not Shake, questioning Bananas, and she been loyal. She just told us this week when Bananas was saying something to her, you never got to worry about me trading on you. I said, well, honey, you won't trade on him because it's only one winner. So unless you're going to give him the game, you're going to trade on him one day because y'all all going to turn. It's a house of villains. Mm-hmm. Yes. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But yeah, so like I said, it was a great episode because it's about to fire up. We're getting toward the end, and I'm like, ooh, they gonna give it to us, and then we know we're gonna have a break for Christmas. So I'm like, oh, they gonna drag this out. Just let's get it over. Let's get to it because I want to get to the reunion. I hope they have a reunion. But yeah, it was a good episode. That's right. Don't you forget to. Don't you forget to smash that like button. And like I said, they are finally like so. Oh, this is what we have to talk about. So when Shake won, when um when Shake won the challenge, when Shake won the challenge, at the end, everybody's leaving, they going back to the house, they going back into the house, they going out the bookcase, they going back into the house. Tanisha stays to help Shake get out of the, he's all in there. She goes to help him unstrap so he can get out of the chair. And when she does, he tells him, thank you, I appreciate that, you know what I mean? Because he knows it's her vote that swayed it. And so he tells her thank you. And she said, I've been trying to tell you I'm loyal, I'm true, my word. I mean, when I say it, I mean it. And I'm like, oh, okay, that just gave her an extra week. Because if either one of them win, they're gonna bag each other up. They are. And so when they show us next week, they show fair play being unfair, like Tanisha said, and not playing fair. And he's telling Shay, like, I got a $20,000 proposition. I said, oh, he sounded like he's gonna throw the game to keep Shake safe. And then we see Shake saying, when he goes into the thing, I got a great speech tonight. I said, oh, I know what that means. That means Shake must be back on that elimination board because the winner doesn't have a speech. The people who have a speech when they're going inside that bookcase is somebody who's going home. So I said, what did Fair Play tell him? And it must be whoever he's up against in this final, in this elimination round next week, whoever he's up against must be somebody that Fair Play told him something about because he's going to use it to save his own ass when he's in there. I said, oh, here comes Susan Lucci. Something about to happen with the Susan Lucci of villains. And I'm talking Shake. Thank you, sis. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, fair play. I have a feeling, Breezy, that by the way they were showing him this week, just watching reality shows, I feel like fair play is coming toward the end. But I also feel like because they showed us in the editing, because remember, when we're watching a show, we have to remember that they took all of the material and broke it down to whatever they broke it down to. So it's something about when they're showing you what happened last week or previously on, you have to pay attention to that. And then during the episode, you have to pay attention to these small things that happen. Like Omarosa clear out told us, I have a feeling basically if it shifts and they send Bobby home, that next I'm up on that line. Yeah, you are, because Tanisha wants you gone, Shake wants you gone, Bananas wants you gone, and Fisa don't know what she want. But y'all, I'm telling y'all, watch Anfisa. I told you sometimes on these shows, it's a woman who throws herself around sexually without sleeping with somebody, but just throws her body around the whole season. Then you get toward the end, and suddenly they a beast. They know everything going on. They could swim. They could do whatever the challenge is. Watch her. Watch Anfisa. She's more than just a woman without draws on. Oh my God. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, yes. But like I said, so this episode was great. It was a great episode because the villains are coming. Like I said, new alliances are forming because we know Tanisha and Shake are now the new Tanisha and Johnny. But yeah, new alliances are forming. Johnny Bananas is going to become the new Bobby Likes, which means I'm going to be going everywhere saying the opposite of what I said somewhere else. And Feast is going to become the new Corinne because it seems like her and Johnny Bananas are falling in love. So yeah, and Omarosa is going to become the new target. So how she was targeting everybody, she's going to become a new target. That's how I see it. So like I said, everybody's going to see it different. But like I said, great episode. Let me tell you something. I really enjoy the House of Villains. I'm excited for it to become more and bring more villains because we've had so many reality shows over the years that you can bring villains in all the time. And I hope that they have a season 2, that in season 2, they bring back every villain they brought on here in the show. You know, the ones that came for the challenges. I want those villains. I need Danielle. I need Spencer. I need I need Abby. I need them all. I need the villains. So I'm really enjoying this show. E, you did this one. Great show. Like I said, Thursday nights, 8, 9 Central on the E Entertainment Network, House of Villains. Like I said, so now the people we have eliminated are Jax from Vanderpump Rules first. He was the first one to go home. New York from I Love New York, Flavor of Love. 15 Minutes of Fame, and then we sent home Corinne, and now we have sent home Bobby Likes. So we have sent home 4 people in these eliminations, and we still have left for the ladies, Omarosa, and Fisa, and Tanisha. For the fellas, we have Shake, Johnny Bananas, and Fair Play, Johnny Fair Play. Those are the 6 left. So like I said, I'm still rooting for Bananas. And I honestly, I know this may sound weird. I'm tossed up because for the ladies, I don't know if it's going to be Tanisha because Tanisha told us her plan is about to come in effect. We're about to get the real Tanisha. I feel it. And it's going to be Tanisha or Anfisa. You think it's going to be Omarosa, but I just have a feeling like these are villains. I need to see villains. I'm tired of the Saints. I need villains. And so you want Fair Play gone? I don't. He's going to. He's coming. It's coming quick. I feel it. I can feel it all in my spirit. Because really, where he thinks everybody likes him, they're kind of getting sick of him. Because remember, this is a House of Villains. They smile in your face all the time. They want to take your place. You know what I'm saying? Like, these are villains. You know? So, yeah, it was a great episode. I really enjoyed it. I did. I really enjoyed it. Yeah, she slide. Yep. It was a great episode, though. So, like I said, I'm really looking forward to the rest of the season. I can't wait for the next episode. That's one thing I know when the show is good because when I watch the episode, I can't wait for next week. So that always, sometimes you're like, oh, that was a filler episode. This was a good one. And I feel like every episode has given us clues that we need to pay attention to because remember, the editors, when you're watching a show, have already seen everything and they know what to put in there. So great, great show, guys. I really love it. I'm really enjoying it. I'm so glad. I can't even remember who came in here and brought it up the day 2 days before it came out, but I'm so glad they did. I'm so glad we're reviewing it. I'm so glad that we're getting new people in here reviewing the show, talking about the show, enjoying something that we all like to do, and that is watch reality shows. We love it. I know I do. So I have enjoyed this. Guys, I will be back next week on Friday instead of Saturday. But yesterday was a busy Friday, and by the time I was going to do it, it was late, and so I wanted to come on and make sure I did it where it was early and we could interact. And to those who came and you missed us on live, do not forget to comment. Tell me who you think is going to win. And before I leave, to the people who are in the chat right now talking, who do you all think is going to win? Because I'm still Johnny Bananas. Like, that is my vote, Johnny Bananas. Who do you think is going to win? I'm curious to know, like, who do you all think is going to win? Because, like I said, I'm still voting Johnny Bananas. I really am, because he understands the strategy. He understands that you got to look out for you. You got to cover your own ass. Period. Period. Point blank. Ain't no middleman in this game. So, yeah. You team Johnny and Fair Play? You team Johnny Fair Play? Okay, okay. You think? See, Johnny is slick, sneak. See, they said it last week. Johnny is getting by people feeling bad for him or liking him, and he's really a floater too. But floaters win. I've watched many shows where the floater won. I've watched shows where somebody they barely spoke about him in the first few episodes, but toward the end they had to start showing you where they came into play because they're the winner. That's the person who's going to win. The person you didn't even remember them in the beginning. And so Fair Play might win. Okay. 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 You going for Fair Play too? Okay. I love it. I love it. Like I said, it's a house of villains. This could go any way, any day. So I'm just like, I'm loving it. I am loving it. Omarosa has literally been who she is through this whole season. So we know she on some BS. We know she is, that's your villain. Yeah, let me tell you something. Fair Play today, today, in yesterday's episode, he was covering his own ass. That's what you better do. You better go on and vote for Shake, even if you don't want to. Because Johnny Bananas, like I said, is loved by everybody. They all got something for Bananas. They all do. So yes, like I said, I'm excited, guys, about this season. I've really enjoyed recapping it this season. And this is the first show, I had did The Masked Singer, but so much was going on. It was right after my surgery that was so hard to keep up. And we have stayed on top of it, all 8 episodes for this show, for this season. So I've really enjoyed it, guys. And I am looking forward to seeing who the winner is. I am looking forward to it. So like I said, guys, if you do not have a streaming device that actually plays this, please know that the E Network on YouTube will put this up a day later. They'll put it up on their channel so you can catch the episode if you don't have a streaming device that does. If you do, if you have cable, it's on E Entertainment. I know it streams off of Hulu. So there are many ways to watch it. Please, guys, come on in. And if you don't watch the show, but you know the villains, we can talk about them. I have really enjoyed you all. Please don't forget to smash that like button on your way in or your way out. And I will catch you next week for the recap of season 1. Episode 9 of House of Villains. And like I said, I turned my camera off because I still haven't figured out the lighting on this laptop. So it's a little dark. And even with my lights on, it's still dark. So that's why I had my camera off the whole review. I have enjoyed you guys. I love you. And I will see you next week for episode 9. So I got to know who on that chopping block and who is the head villain. I need to know. I want to know. I'm excited to know. And I'll see you next week. Bye, guys. Have a good weekend. Happy Saturday to everyone. Bye-bye.